Yo, so August has a pretty crazy update, man. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. But before we start the video, man, appreciate you guys liking, subscribing, commenting on the first video, man. And try and do that with this video, man. Let's try and run this video up, man. Get the algorithms going. But yeah, now let's get into the video. So MCOC had a stream yesterday, and they basically stated what's coming up, man, for the August update. And yeah, man, there's some pretty juicy updates. There's some pretty interesting changes that they've made. You know what I'm saying? Firstly, I'd like to say shout out to Kabam Dave, man, because I've been watching him for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And to see him kind of elevate and now become a community manager, you know what I'm saying, for MCOC, that's pretty dope, man. So I just want to, you know, shout out to Dorky Diggity Dave. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching him for a minute. It's kind of fire to see him in this position. So firstly, we get into the new Mystic champion that's being added to the game in August, called Enchantress. And she looks pretty dope, man. She looks like she deals a lot of spells. She looks like she got a lot of different debuffs going on. Interesting rotation, interesting kit. But she doesn't really look like she's built for Battlegrounds. You know what I'm saying? She looks like she's built for more long-term content. She looks more of like a knowing defender, because that SB2 looks undexable. So it's very interesting what Aiden, one of the designers, had to say about Enchantress. Check this out.
Yeah. So the the kind of fundamental design idea behind Enchantress was that of a very powerful, flexible spellcaster. If you think of like maybe your old school wizards with those big old spell books and have lots of options, we really wanted to capture that feeling in Enchantress.
So last aspect here is I want to speak about her defensive prowess. Yes. If you're able to kind of expand on that. Yeah,
she is definitely going to be a difficult defender. And that was again kind of part of the design for her. She's kind of our big bad spellcasty defender lady.
Yeah, man. So the newest champion that is being added to the battle realm is Beta Ray Bill. I know a lot of you are excited for this champ, man. He looks pretty cool. Looks like he applies a lot of shock damage, and interesting utility with the grit debuff. It's always interesting when a champion is allowed to bypass unstoppable. I feel like that's a very unique piece of utility. So yeah, no, he looks interesting. We got to see how he you know, stacks up with the other powerful cosmics. But yeah, nah, he looks promising. He looks pretty cool. And also we have to see if that awaken ability is needed. But if you're able to get him unawakened, rank him up, and he's effective, hey man, we all for that. We all for that. Next, we have a reworked champion, OG champion, Superior Iron Man, another cosmic. Interesting, man. Interesting update, man. It looks like he's based a lot off of intercepting, which is kind of with the state of intercepted in MCOC. But we'll see how he, you know, we'll see how he lines up with the meta, the BG metas. We'll see if he's usable. He's also kind of reminiscent of OG Iron Man with the strong armor break debuff. So he's interesting. We'll see how he pans out. Once again, there are a lot of cosmics that are stronger. There are a lot of cosmics that are just killing Battlegrounds right now. So we'll see if he holds up to the hype. So next we get into Battlegrounds off season, man, and this is pretty exciting for me personally, because whenever a season ends, I'm like depressed, bro. I don't want to just focus on an AQ, AW, event quest. Like, it's boring as hell. Those weeks are boring as hell, real talking. I don't know what to do personally with my life. So this is dope that they're you know, they've created an off season agenda for Battlegrounds, man, and it's cheap energy, trophy tokens, and objectives, and most likely it's just for fun. So that's always good. That's pretty dope. All right, so next we have an event screen update. Pretty excited for this because we've been having the same type of layout for a very long time, and you know, sometimes things get a little old. You know what I'm saying? We need something to keep things fresh. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they are updating the layout, the design of the event screen, is pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. So Dave elaborated a little bit on the event screen update. Check what he had to say.
going to be a pretty substantial change, but yeah, I think a really good one.
Yeah, I think this is very, very well put together because currently right now, if you're looking through your event screen or you're trying to find like where the rewards are or how that looks, there's usually kind of like a red number that's like maybe a 5, sometimes a 7, but then you go in, but you only have like 2 rewards in there, and then you're wondering where the other 5 are, but they're not actual rewards. They're just like a thing to tell you that there's a chance for new rewards, but they're not actually there. So it's a little bit confusing. This looks like this is going to clean that up a whole lot and just give everyone a central place to find what they're looking for.
It should clean up the screens, clean up a lot of the flows, and obviously as we implement this, any hiccups will iron them out and get them in tip-top shape for those Rome events.
Sounds great.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for the reunion selector too, man. Interesting champions. We have a Misty Knight, Mortal Hulk, Punisher 2099, Venom Pool, Man Thing, and White Mags, man. I'm personally excited for Punisher 2099 and White Mags. White Mags could be interesting with stat focus for sure. Punisher 2099 is super underrated tech. I feel like he'll be useful in Battlegrounds, but we'll see, man. Excited. Lastly, we have the Reunion Crucible, which is kind of fire because it is the Everest content of this event. And it's dope, man, because they kind of did a mixture of all the Act 7 bosses and put them together, and it requires you to use I think 30 up to 30 different champions to complete this quest. So it's pretty dope, man. Juicy rewards, man. Juicy rewards. So as far as the rewards go, I'm excited, man. We have a 7-star Crucible Crystal for the completion, the legendary difficulty exploration, 7-star Crucible Crystal, Titan Crystal, generic 7-star 2 to 3, man, and cosmetics, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm always excited about a 2 to 3 gem. Always, because I need more 2 to 3s. As far as the objective, exploding difficulty before September 4th, you get a reunion token, Deathless Vision Piece, and a generic 7-star 1 to 2 rank up gem. That's massive, man. A 1 to 2 Titan crystals, Crucible crystals. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Let's see how this August update pans out, man. I appreciate all of the subscriptions, likes, comments, man, on the first video. I got a lot of stuff planned. Got a lot of exciting things planned for this channel. So yeah, stay locked in, stay tuned in, and we'll catch you on the next one.